Hello and welcome to the week ahead video. Just a couple of things to brief you on ahead of the next 5 days of trade. Of course, on Wednesday we have the FOMC rate decision where consensus expectations are for the Fed to now keep track on their $85 billion a month bond purchasing program. So after last week's non-farm payrolls actually missed expectations with a reading of just 148,000, so missing consensus forecast of 180. As such, that on top of the continued delayed data due to that 16-day government shutdown in the US should keep the Fed on track to keep their QE into the year's end, with the broad market expectations now for the Fed to not conduct any reduction of bond purchases until well into 2014, with March being eyed as the key month. So elsewhere this week, we'll find out if the momentum on Wall Street does continue. On Friday we saw another record close in the S&P and the Dow, and we'll look to see if that can continue its upward trend across the next 5 days. In terms of other risk events, all eyes still remain on the Chinese liquidity situation after we saw the SHIBOR, that's the Shanghai Interbank Offered Rate last week, jumping as much as 23% in just one session as concerns continue to rise as we head in towards the third plenum of the Chinese Communist Party, where they're expected to unveil some new social and economic reform, but that's not due until November. Elsewhere this week, though, earnings season continues. We have the Titan Apple aftermarket on Monday. It's likely to see how many iPhone 5C and 5Ss they could possibly have sold since the unveiling some months ago. And then coming back into Europe, the SPD, that's the Social Democrats, and German Chancellor Merkel's CDU-CSU are expected to continue their coalition talks, but some sticking points do remain, the likes of minimum wage and financial transaction tax, which of course ECB's Noye over the weekend did warn against, and that could really distort financial stability in the Eurozone. So of course, those releases will bring you as soon as it hits the wires, as well as any other relevant commentary to your trading. But in the meantime, that's all from me. Make sure you have a fantastic week.